Well, hey guys, how's everybody doing? Everyone, I'd like you to meet Ida May. This is Ida May. Hi, Jackson. Now Jackson's jealous. Jackson, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're out of control, Jackson. What are you trying to do? Now Jackson's jealous and he wants to be in the picture. All right, guys. Well, it's a cruddy day. Let me see if I can put this dog down and do the show. Jackson, I don't want you to be jealous. Just chill out, Jackson. You guys behave. Just go sit down. All right, let's see what's going on. I know it's not good. Uh, all right, Jackson, just go sit down, buddy. Everything's okay. Okay, everything's okay, buddy. He gets really jealous whenever we watch Ida because yeah, he's a little bit on the jealous side. All right, so I have the screen shared. So first, I guess we'll get the hard part out of the way first. I mean, that's a tough pill to swallow right there. That Nasdaq chart. That is not good. Of course, it trades 24 hours. It's closed now. It's closed from 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 if you're on the East Coast. But when it opens again at 5, we're going to open, 24.4 something probably down about 1.3% on the day. I think it was worse than that. I think that's a 24-hour number. Let's look at the Qs. No, I guess the Qs were only down 1.5. Okay. Well, but that was during the day. But the Nasdaq has added there. It's down more than that. So the Qs are going to open down because that was unfortunately that was the 2:30 or the 3 o'clock bar, and the close on that was, well, it's hard to equate Qs and you have to multiply. Gosh darn, I don't feel like doing math in my head, but just by eyeballing it, we're right about here. So I think in reality for the day we're down about 2 points right now, but it was because of the earnings misses, of course. And it's just the day's crud. It's just been a cruddy. It's been this way for a while. At least it didn't. At least it didn't. It gave us plenty of warning. The price action's been poor for a while. Maybe we'll bounce for a while. Who knows? All right. Well, maybe tomorrow will be a down gap, but that'll be the trap, and then and maybe that'll be the bottom. So I say the same thing. I said the same thing last week, but it's or I say the same thing all the time. All right. So their SPY was down 1.25. Let's see if ES is trading down after hours. ES is way under its low for the day. So it's the futures have added. What are you doing, May? I guess she's all right. The futures have added on to the loss. I guess I don't know who missed. I was watching it but it was several people, Amazon and some other people, I think. All right, so let me. I just remembered I forgot to monetize. Let's just no reason to waste an hour and not have it count. All right. Sorry about that. I also forgot to post to Twitter that I was going live. So maybe we should just do that real quick in case there's anyone over there that wants to join us. I mean, I hate how I can never find my the right screen. It drives me crazy. I mean, where did that come from? I mean, man. Oh yeah, David's going to be on the show Monday, but yeah, I'm not enjoying this Apple as much as I used to. I'm not enjoying this Apple as much as I used to. It doesn't work without multi-touch. It's not a good. It's not good without multi-touch. It just doesn't. It's not a good plan. All right. Well, all I was trying to freaking do is go to Twitter. All right. I guess for years, what I really like, what I think is the greatest computer ever made, is the MacBook Pro. The iMac is not even close to a MacBook Pro. MacBook Pro is a wonderful, wonderful piece of equipment. It's a great piece of technology. This is just, I mean, the window management is just ridiculous on this. I mean, I never thought I'd say Windows is better, but Windows is better for multi-window management. Right now, I mean, it's so jacked up. Man. All right. But anyway, yeah, David from Quantify is going to be back on the show, but I'm doing a pre-recorded video. He has some more stuff we're going to talk about. So I'm going to pre-record that video Monday and hopefully have it out for you guys by Tuesday, but we'll have more Quantify, more stacked funds information. Then the week after that, the Monday after that, we have Max coming in. Then I have someone I'm working on for the week after that. So we'll get some good guys in here. If there's anyone you want to request, let me know about it, and we'll try to get them in here. Or if you know somebody that might want to come in, a fund manager or something, you're friends with somebody, tell me whatever. All right, so I guess let's look at the divas. The pros versus Joes is now as bearish as it can be. I mean, it's as bearish as it was right here. It's a 3 out of 3 on bearishness. So it's as bearish as it was in February 2025. So, but it got that way in November, and the market didn't crash. It was also on maximum bearishness from November 13th all the way through November 26th. The market didn't crash, but we did have quite a pullback. Looks like that pullback from top to bottom was a little bit bigger than this pullback. May, what are you doing? What are you crunching on? Makes me nervous because she goes around the floor and picks up stuff to eat. May, I vacuumed her. There shouldn't be anything to eat. She just eats there. She tries to eat everything. I'm afraid she's... May, just chill out. Just lay down on your bed, sweetie. All right. All right, so that's the pros versus Joes indicator. Now let's look at, let's look at blocks. What are you doing, May? Just be good. You want to sit up here with me? Come here. All right. Just behave. All right, so blocks. Blocks was down 10% for the day and down 1.9 after hours. So that's not good. And here's the thing that's kind of a little shocking about that to me is it says, David said 3 hours ago, we rolled down our hedges on most of our crypto equity positions yesterday, which was, excuse me, May. Please just behave, sweetie, okay? We rolled down our hedges on most of our crypto equity positions yesterday, which was perfect timing for today's continued sell-off. Lots of damage done in the crypto space, but our hedges are balancing mitigating downside exposure, but not capping us on an eventual recovery. All right. So 10% is mitigated downside exposure. I mean, possibly that these stocks are so high beta and crypto's crashing so hard, maybe it would have been down 20 without the, I'm not following the trades anymore, but I 10% down doesn't come across like mitigated downside to me. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's look at, but what do I know? I'm amateur, I mean, the biggest lot trade I've ever made in options is maybe 10 or 20 lots. I mean, what do I know? David manages millions of dollars. I mean, what do I know, right? ULTY mitigates 24/7. They were only down 1.62. They have one in place at all times. Let's look at ULTI. ULTI down 10.76. I mean, I wonder if they mitigated also. I mean, I'm just not buying the blocks is down 2. We'll just give blocks to make it worse than it was down 1.5. Call it 2. And let's see. Blocks is down 2. WPay is down 3. Okay. K yield, and I'm talking percentages for people listening. K yield is down 4. a little bit more than 4.25 or something, a little bit more, 4 1/3 actually. And yet blocks and Alti are down 10 and it was mitigated. I mean, K-Yield being down 4 does mean it was a pretty good route. I mean, so maybe it's possible, I guess. I mean, I like David a lot. Maybe blocks would have been down like 15% or something. And maybe we're lucky that it's only down 10. Maybe I'll download the trades tonight and we'll talk about it on the nightly show. I'm not trying to get hung up on it now. I'm not angry about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm just curious what strike are you using? What I mean, those you know what I'm saying. Not a lot of protection. Me both. All right. Okay. Let's focus on some. Let's see if there's any ones that are doing well. I mean, let's look at QLDY. Okay, QLDY was down a point in a 1.4 today. That's poor. That is very poor. Better than Alti, better than the other ones, but it's still not very good. Amazingly enough, the Qs were down 1.44. We just pretty much caught all the downside of the Qs. Well, not great, but not great. So let's look at some other divas. Let's look at the diverse. So these results are up to date. This is end of day results. Chippy's up 7.59, and I guess bounced a little today. No way. Nice though. I did see some chips were bouncing earlier in the day. Heck yeah, Chippy, up 0.5%. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, so here it is. All right. So let's see about the rest. Oh, SPY was above even and gave up its deal. So let's just run just for fun. Let's run SPY against SPY-I. SPY-I is a good one. It's our standard measure of a blue chip high yield fund. Jackson, calm down. Jackson, leave the puppy alone. Quit being jealous. Jax, get over here. The puppy jumped on. Oh gosh, get over here. Behave. All right. I mean, you can see why we use SPY-I I can see why I use SPY as measure of SPY quality, but whatever. SPY is flat but let's look at it over the time period of the pertinent time period, same one that corresponds with the spreadsheet, which of course that data starts in October 31st of 2025. So running from that, look at that. So this is the perfect environments for SPY-I. SPY-I over the past 3 months, over the past year, now it's behind a little bit, but over the past 3 months has just been doing great. Has been ahead of the market on the way down and on the way up. That usually doesn't happen. Anyway, great job, SPY-I. I'm sorry to see that you gave up that you went below zero. Hopefully we'll be back above tomorrow. All right, the Qs are down 5%. QLDY is down 7. So 4 point, it's 5, and you can round that to 5 real easily, and you can round that to 7. It's a 2-point difference. Actually, 2.13 difference. All right, but then we get down here into the the special needs or these guys down here, GPTY. I mean, down 15%. GPTY has a lot of chips in it and stuff, but it has other stuff. It has some of the stuff that got murdered too. So, all right, K-Yield is actually doing worse than GPTY and had a bad day like we saw. ULTY's hedges are kicking in, and it passed WPay, and it passed these other guys. I mean, LFGY down 30, ULTY down 37. And this is with dividends. I mean, this is, blocks down, whatever blocks is down. I can't find it. Well, the lines run together. So in any event, let's just look at the daily percent change. It's got to be the worst. And it's not the worst. It could have been a lot worse. So we can look back here. Look, there was a point back here when ULTI, I know it's hard to see, but ULTI was down 16. Now, maybe that's what can happen when they don't have hedges on. And ULTI didn't say they have hedges on. I'm just wondering if Blocks has hedges on. ULTY is down the same. They're both down 10%. It doesn't seem super hedgy to me, but Blocks is only down 8.9 this time. That the last time we had so we've had one day that was worse than today. Today was a bad day. Today was not a good day. All right, well, So let's look at option strat. Let's see how these, did you guys see? I made some really quick content and I did a trade in real life and it did well. I'm not out of it yet, but I'll probably be out in the morning. I just bought a put at like 4 1/4, 4 1/8, and then I bought several of them. Then I put in an order to sell half of the position at a double. I didn't quite get the double by the end of the day, but if the market continues weak overnight, I might be all right in the morning. Plus, I took off one this morning too from yesterday, so I did all right. Sorry I'm late. Pursuing. Oh, help on. I'm gosh. Perusing, yeah, I said pursuing, but you meant perusing. Perusing's a good word. That's a good vocabulary word. All right, so let's look and see how Matthew's ideas have been going, and let's just see. So expiration. Okay, so there was 2 that expired, or I had 4 ideas that expired today. We'll just look at the Tuttle. Tuttle's one was up 567, and in my reverse count. My reverse calendar wasn't really down 1,000. Those just all expired. They're all, that one expired. Now let's look at the ones active. Okay. Here's the, I did some content on this trade right here. Boy, this one is not in the money yet, but it will be by the morning. We'll see. This one doesn't expire till tomorrow. Sell the 600 call, sell the 60, or sell the 600 call, buy the 605 call, establish a credit spread. I brought in like $400 credit and then spend about half the credit on out of the money put, and then you have tail risk. I did not do this trade because I like to do the quick hit for a double. You know, so you just buy it, put you like I just described. On a spread, if that strategy doesn't, it's harder to execute. So, so anyway, today I just got to put, but I made content on both of them. It's the same thing. It's still it's the same idea. It's the same idea. I did pay like 400 for mine, and this cost 158. So that's the thing. It's more expensive not to do it this way, but I'm going to get my double. I'm going to get my double, and I've already got a double today that I'm letting ride for tomorrow. So unless it rallies big overnight, I should be doing all right in the morning. All right. Well, I hear you. McDonald's is hiring. I need to go work at HEB, I guess. I think I'm still up on blocks a little. I mean, you probably are, Marcus, because you got in it so long ago that, I mean, there's 2 ways to make money in these funds. You can own them long enough to accumulate enough dividends to offset any type of NAV damage, and or of course the underlying could be on fire, which is not the case for blocks. So let's look, Marcus. Let's look at I bought, when I doubled down on blocks, I always say I sold Alti the last day of October. I sold more the last day of October. I sold the first big lot September 28th, and that's part of the money I used to buy blocks. I mean, but then, so let's go back to, because I remember I took forever to get in blocks. Remember, you guys were in it from like July and stuff and loving it. And anyway, and I just took forever to get on board. I think I got it before September. That's right. I bought more of it in September. I'm just trying to see about what I'm up. I think I may have got it in. Well, let's just go since when I doubled down though. That's I sold Alti and got blocks here. So let's see how that has been doing for me on that lot since there. All right, hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Hey, BR. What's going on, bud? So yeah. So blocks, since I added more to it, has gone from 24 to 15. Yeah, and paid $2 in divvies. So yeah, that's not good. That is not good at all. Probably would have been better to stay in Alti. Move, Jackson. Move. All right. I mean, definitely would have been better to stay in Alti in hindsight, because of those puts. But once again, I didn't know crypto was going to crash. So, and I wanted to preserve profits in Alti, which I still had on September 28th. So I guess it's whatever. All right. Well, what else do you guys want to talk about? Let's look at these. See, so that was Brad's 3-leg idea. I hope somebody took that trade or did something like that. Oh yeah. Here is my idea, except I'm in at that price. So we'll see. Maybe I'll lose all $400, but we'll see. We shall see. Or actually be 850. We'll see. We shall see. Luckily, like I said, I had a winner, so I have a little bit of buffer right now. All right, anything else to look at there? So let's look at stocktools.app and see some of this other damage that's been going on. It's been massive. Yeah, I hate this. I just, God dang it. This is just the worst. I mean, there's just no good way to do this. I guess maybe I need to learn the keystrokes or something and learn to keystroke through the windows. I mean, this is just miserable. I mean, all right. StockTools.app. That's not the right one, of course. Gosh, damn it. Yeah, I'm just really not enjoying this Apple. Nothing, of course. So, I mean, that's good. What does that mean? Nothing? I mean, you're just going to do nothing? Now the screen's frozen? Yeah, Macs are trash. Not a MacBook Pro, but this Mac is trash. Anyway, we'll just talk about whatever. Yeah, I was trying to look, see what Amazon was down, but I can't. My computer sucks. All right, that's wild. You must have gotten cheap. Well, yeah, Marcus got it from the very beginning, $18. Or well, also, have you been adding to it? I mean, I've been adding to it, but I guess I should have kept adding to it. I added to it, and but. Anyway, I know a lot of people add to it every time it gets under their cost basis. So, I mean, it'll go up when crypto goes up. But yeah, the Amazon thing is terrible. I just don't know why I can't get to my, I don't know why Windows has to suck so bad. I just never understood that. I mean, I don't, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I mean, it just doesn't work very well without a multi-touch surface. All right, income ETF analysis. Let's go see. Yeah, BR's reporting Amazon's down 10. I was watching the market after hours, and yeah, it was ugly. It wasn't just them. I mean, there was something else getting hit, like everything was getting hit. Well, we'll find out here, although this just shows us the change for the day. But anyway, this will be bad enough, and then some of these might even be down worse after hours. All right. Good job of people that have winter. They say these things are capped on the upside. Covered call funds are capped on the upside. Well, not winter, because that's just anytime it's a one-day return, it's always NAV only, right? Well, I guess unless it went X that day and the charting package does it right. But most times on a one-day return, that's just the NAV. I mean, and then fiat 8.8. Y triple Q only got 0.7. Of course, the NASDAQ wasn't down that much. It's down 1.5. I wish they would have done better than that, but that's bad. What's Salty doing? Where's Salty on here? I guess Salty lost money today, par for the course. Par for the course. I should have hedged with winter, but like I always say, I had no idea crypto was going to crater. Whatever. Who cares about Salty? I need to sell Salty. You bet TSYX went all cash. Why do you say that? I mean, do you know that? I'd be very surprised that happened. But I mean, I know it says in their prospectus that they can. Some prospectuses say they can take defensive measures. Most don't. Most even say we won't. It's just a treadmill. So in other words, if you don't want to be in the market, you have to get out of their fund. But I'd be really interested in that if TSYX went. Oh, okay, because it didn't move much. Awesome. Okay, no, that's great. That's when I saw Alti this morning. It was the same thing, or I saw something, or it was actually Blocks. First thing this morning, Blocks was not down as much as ULTI, and I was thinking, okay, maybe David did roll up the hedges, or But then by the end of the day, they kind of met in the middle, or they met each other, not even in the middle. So I guess because I can't get to my gosh darn, I have no idea what in the heck? Why is this such a piece of junk? I don't know what to do. I guess go get a MacBook is what I need. This thing just sucks. Yeah, nothing there. All right, let me try it this way then. Of course, now I have to open a whole new window because I can't find the old one, and that's why it's not just having tabs open. That's a problem. That's on me, but it's having multiple windows open because the user interface sucks so much. The way you have to deal with them is just I never know. I can't find them. They aren't there. It's a disaster. All right, so what we're even going to look at over here, I guess Amazon. All right, so Amazon gapped down and now it's trading here. Holy cow. Well, that's an example of a gap. Gaps are just, somebody knew because they knew this morning. Somebody knew on that one. Somebody knew. Oh, well. So, yeah, down 9.2. I wish I had a way to sort by after hours, but I don't. Who else got hit today? Oh, yeah, I want to look at TSYX, of course. Tell me who else got hit, and we can look at some of the other individual names. Let's see. Well, 1.6. It was. It was down as much as Alti. Well, but Alti had hedges. 1.5. That's about a market performance. So that's not bad considering it has leverage. Yeah, that's good. But I don't think if they went all cash, I don't think they would have moved. But you're right. They didn't drop like crazy. Here's what I would have thought. They're down 1.6. The market's down 1. I think the market's 1.5. This has 30% leverage. 1.95 would be 1.85, 1.95 might be what you'd expect. 1.62, I think, is in the realm of reasonableness. I bet they still have this maybe on, but let's just go to here. TSYX ETF positions. All right, and let's just pull this up really quick, or hopefully we could just look at it. I don't have to download a sheet. This is a good look. They're comparing it to, just like I always do, comparing it to the parent asset, and you can see it's just sticking with it like glue. Nice. All right, so first dividend was 9.75 cents. Good job. Was it return of capital? Should we look at that? There it is. 82% return of capital holdings. All right. Yeah, maybe so here. If this is all their holdings, which it looks like it may be, what's this ETF Opportunities Trust? Oh, it's a swap. Oh, okay. No, they aren't cash. That's what it is. That's the 130%. That's their swap. And because Neos is actually using a synthetic and they're buying extra synthetics to get the leverage. And I think, and these guys are, anyway, perfect. Perfect. So yeah, they aren't cash. Well, I mean, but they do have 40% in T-bills, and they have to keep money around to collateralize this, but they aren't cash. But anyway, they're doing well. Whatever, they're doing great, right? I mean, yeah, it didn't move that much. I'd be happy with that. I would be happy with that. Yep, absolutely, Marcus. I'm with you. Marcus saying they're proving their worth. EL is down. Wow. Oh, Estee Lauder. Now that's interesting. I hadn't thought about Estee Lauder in forever until Kevin Warsh got the job at the Fed. Trump nominated Kevin Warsh, who's married to the Estee Lauder heiress, right? And the Estee Lauder heiress's daddy, big money donor for conservative causes and stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's I hadn't thought about that company in forever. Estee Lauder. Oh well. All right. And I wasn't like it was like a big tech company that's just like something ULTY would used to have. I was watching. It was like Circle or something, or like something with this CleanSpark. I think CleanSpark was just getting driven. Down 19. Yeah, that's suboptimal. And that's just today, and then down 9 right now. So, was there anything up today? I guess, is there? Chippy 1.4, Netflix, ADGW, TLTI, so bonds, Taiwan Simi, Soxy, basically Soxy, Chippy, Facebook. I mean, we had a few things with a little flat to quality. Berkshire was basically flat, or, Berkshire was flat on the day. Iron, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't see that one, but I did see CleanSpark and was like, man, I wonder if anyone has CleanSpark anymore. I wonder if it's in. Is it in blocks? Maybe. I mean, CleanSpark. I mean, it's been in lots of them at various times. I've seen it in lots of them at different times. I think it used to be an ULTY a lot. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's an Alt-I. Just because Alt-I is kind of the last of the Mohicans on the getting the highest beta stuff, because Alt-Y kind of mellowed out a little bit using lately. So Alt-I, let's go see if it's in their top 10. Thank God. Lumentum. Boy, that one did well today. Look, you can hover over the thing and you can see the bar to the right. I know it's kind of small there, but anyway, that was a good day. Lumentum's up. Here's this Liquidia, this LQDA. This thing was down second day in a row. TerraWolf got killed. It's down to 11.92, but that might be a good, if it has liquid options, you could maybe, and you were bullish on it, you could maybe write a put and get some shares. Sell at 10, all right, then we have USA Rare Earth, and that one was down today. Bloom Energy was down, although not that, well, yeah, 7%. Never mind. Yeah, Bloom Energy was down 7%. Coherent actually rallied in the close, but was still down. FLY was down 8.25. CRML was down 2.37. Serve Robotics was down. Anyway, no CleanSpark, at least not in the top 10. Do I dare check some of the other ones? Let's go see. Let's go see and make sure these guys don't have it. ULTY, they have Quanta Services. Let's see how they did today. Quanta Services was actually up today. And then they had GDX, that was down 6%. Southern Copper down 3%. Google rallied into the close, but still down 0.5 point. Lam Research plus 1.6. NVIDIA down 1.3. So they have some Amplify SILJ down 8.6. Lumentum had a big day, LITE, and it was up 8.35. And then we have old Analog Devices, ADI. And boy, that one looks good. That one looks really good. Man, look at all the money. Well, yeah, of course, all the money, because Alt-E went way too out too fast. I thought that was Alt-I. Alt-Y, Alt-Y is still holding on to $1 billion, but probably not for much longer. At some point, if the market keeps selling off, even if people don't sell them, the level of the assets will be under $1 billion, and people will sell. So, all right. So let's look at Alt-I and make sure they don't see what. Now, but I'm glad you guys are happy with the sticks. Sticks is a good one. I know a lot of people have been happy with T-SPY, TDAC, and their relatives. So, all right. Yeah, there's nothing. I already looked at those. I just forgot. I guess the one I need to look at is blocks, though. I haven't. Let's see what they have, what they're working with. All right. So they had FBTC is down 13.2. We should look at their top 10 and see if they did have see if we think they're mitigated or not. So they have 13, down 13, down 13. So somebody add that up. That's minus 26. They had down 18. So 26, 36, 46, 44. So then down another 14. Let's just look at all of them. Down another 14, up 1, down 11, down 14, plus 1, down 10, plus 16. I'm just saying, if you take that average, and especially if you weighted it, because I mean, the two biggest positions were down 13 and 13. I'm trying to give David the benefit of the doubt. He's a good guy. I mean, he says he rolled up hedges. I mean, I guess I could see it. I think maybe if you just took the average, it might be closer to down 13 or 14 or something. So maybe they hopefully he did mitigate part of that. That would be wonderful. I'll try to look into tonight and see if I can determine if that is the case or not. All right, MOH. This is from old Randy. Wants me to check this out. Your name is Randy, right? I think it's Randy. Yeah. If it isn't, correct me so I don't keep calling you Randy if it's Robert. But yeah, we got RJ basically. All right, Molina Healthcare. Yeah, I mean, Molina Healthcare. Molina Healthcare post Q4 adjusted loss of $2.75 per share amid retroactive revenue headwinds and issues 2026 guidance for adjusted EPS of at least $5 on roughly $42 billion in premium revenue. Okay. Maybe it's up after hours. I bet it's up after hours really big, or up or down after hours really big. So let's punch it in. Molina Healthcare. I hate this freaking moving average thing. I need to take this off. No, right. All right. Molina Healthcare is, yes, negative 33%. Trading in the post market right here. Woo. Well, that's a haircut. I mean, people want it out right here. And then it left behind another bearish gap, but then they got into it. But there wasn't really buyers there, trapped. And man. Okay, Randy, it is Randy. Great. I just want to make sure. Yeah, QLDY is killing you this week. I tell you what, I'll trade your QLDY. I got some shares of blocks if you want to trade me. I'm just joking. Yeah, that is bad as they come. Down 33% in one day. Wow. Well, okay. So sorry, BR didn't see this comment the first time. BR is talking about his beloved closed-end funds, and ASGI is one of the better ones, and it had a great day today. Congratulations, ASGI. Oh, look at that. Let's see. It's more to me. I always joke him about not liking closed-end funds or whatever. It's just a different structure. To me, it's what business are they in? I mean, We need to find, if I don't like closed-end funds, that's fine, but I need to find an ETF in the global infrastructure business. Anyway, yeah, what an impressive looking fund. This thing always wins the max factor whenever we have closed-end fund night. So it's a perennial favorite, and it is definitely 100% showing its worth today. Thanks for reminding us of that. BR, okay, yeah, and Mr. I didn't catch Mr. I did not catch Mr. Now, the good thing was earnings didn't seem to hurt it too much. The after hours, at least it's bouncing the after hours. But yeah, boy, that is just I mean, has anyone checked on Michael Saylor? Is he all right? I mean, the good thing though, I mean, Michael Saylor stuck. When you're in his position, you can't go to cash. You can't do it. But hopefully he stuck. Hopefully the people that were following this, at least prior to today, maybe got out if they didn't want into this thing. I bought it right December 28th for the first, or no, December 12th for the first time. The whole model portfolio started December 12th. Well, I got Misty though, but I bought Misty, and then I ended up dumping this at a huge loss because of the March, the March, April sell-off. So should have just kept it, right? Should have kept it and dumped it up here. Max, you'll have to reset your diva list after this slide. Yeah, I know it. Well, we could do it like this, I guess, also. I could go, let's see, it's copy. It's copy of, gosh darn it. I hate this keyboard. I mean, I just have a cheap little, that's not an Apple keyboard. But this is just not a good setup. It's faster than it's not. I mean, it has potential, but I've got to get this third monitor working, and I have to get some multi-touch action going on here. All right, copy diversified divas, Google Sheets is here we go. So yeah, we need to this whole sheet needs to be refreshed. In fact, I made a column, and then I didn't follow through on it yet. Well, and then I unmade it, but. All right. Well, I started to put ISSB and ISBG on there yesterday, but I think I may just scrap this. I'm not liking this, but I think I may just feed this to AI and tell them to make this better or something. I don't know. I'm not digging the diversified divas. It worked well for a while, and I do like this. Right. I think that this is pretty cool. This is cool. So. Andre's in the house. Hey, Andre. And we got fish here. Yeah. Dang, you should have kept Winter. I'm sorry to hear that, trucking. Okay, so here we have Andre saying he pairs ASGI, which we already looked at. That's the really good growth-based closed-end fund. And he pairs it with AOD. Okay, now AOD, as you guys may know, I'm not exactly an expert on closed-end funds. I never heard of AOD. Oh, it is Aberdeen. So I have heard of Aberdeen. They do a great job. Maybe this one has been on the factor too. It's this one, but I just don't remember this ticker on the factor. But yeah, it pays 11.7. Man, that's impressive. That is impressive. I don't like closed-end funds how you can't see what they own. I mean, I know you can go to Closed-End Fund Connect and stuff, but I just like I like when we can glance at the top 10 really quick, because I'm interested in how they're making that. It doesn't matter to me if it's a closed-end fund or a mutual fund or a stock or an option, whatever. It's a security. So I mean, but the other one is okay. So this one's a dynamic dividend. So I don't know on that one, but on ASGI, they're just in the right area. Global infrastructure. I guess I just need to get some. How's the best way to get global exposure? You guys are probably going to say IDEVO, but I've been I still actually have a little bit of cash in the portfolio. Yeah, I could use it to buy the dip though. But anyway, I probably need to sell something and get some international. And I like David, and I like that lightning spread. So I was thinking GX. What do you guys think between GX and a and GX and whatever the other ones we're talking about? I already forgot I was talking about GX and iDevo. I know we have a lot of iDevo fans in here. You have GX. So have you been happy with it? I really haven't looked into it. I did a video on it, and I haven't checked back since. Especially, I was just wondering if you've been happy since the strategy change. Maybe not, though, but the market's kind of been, well, the market for international has been good, though. It's been not as bad as the market for domestic. So this one should probably, let's just see if this, I bet this one's holding up versus an American company that pays the same dividend, that's based on the same stuff. So let's just run this against, I don't know, FEPI or something. Something else that pays 28%. KU or whatever. I bet that one. I bet it's holding up better than the domestic ones, but we'll see. First, we'll run it against iDevo. Yeah, and that is a good look for iDevo. And we looked at this today. I've already looked at, that's over a year and a half. Now let's zoom in a little bit. Let's get over here to October. Let's just look over the Divas time period, since we've been using that one a bunch today. So we'll look at the same two stocks over the Divas. In other words, just since October, and that's even a better look for iDevo. Wow. That's just not a great look for GX. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how much of it, a little bit of that's due to the dividend being so huge, being so much different from 5% to 28%, but it's not going to make up that. It's not going to make up that difference. Congratulations, you guys that had iDevo. You guys have been telling me about iDevo. Some of you guys have for 6 months now. That was so I know some of you guys have had that for a while, and it's really turned out well. Marcus bought GX. Yeah, GX has 45%. Oh, yeah. That's right. GX has. Does GX have some ATTR or some chaos or something? It actually looks to me like it has 11% developing markets, 7% Vanguard small cap, and then it just has some S&P and some mid cap. So it has some domestic stuff in here too. And then they have Taiwan Semi, Facebook, Alphabet, and Amazon. Let's see which hedge funds have GX. GX, Nicholas Wealth has 43% of the. Does he really own his? He's probably. David does say he buys his own funds, and he has large. He showed some of his trades before, and they're 7 figures. I mean, he's copied them on Twitter. I've seen him, flip 7-figure trades in his own stuff, right? I mean, haven't I seen a 7-figure? Or was that something else he was trading? But help me on this if anyone else has seen. But 43% is a lot. Susquehanna has some. They're a market maker. They probably just got stuck with some, just had a little leftover, Zega, whatever. But Nicholas Wealth. Wow. Do you guys know this is pretty cool too? You can click on Nicholas Wealth and we can see all his stuff. And we can see how he's allocated over time, in what percentage he was in Q4 of 2024. And he was, how much he had in different sectors. And anyway, then you can see that his biggest holding is, his two biggest holdings are GX and FIX, it looks like. Their biggest personal holdings. That's kind of interesting too. Well, that's true. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. You're right. He has a wealth management business. They put their own people in that. It's not just his personal money. What am I thinking? That's in that. How stupid can I be? Because GX. Let's look at this. And what am I thinking? Of course. So this thing has 86 million for him to have half the float. It means he's holding $30 million worth of his own fund. Yeah, you're right. I get it. That's probably not likely. I think he does buy. He eats his own cooking. I'm not talking about that, but of course he has wealth management company. Great. Thank you for reminding me of that, David. Hey, BR, SDVD was green on the day also. Okay, well, let's look at SDVD. That's that First Trust. We were looking at them the other day. So this is a rising dividend achievers target income. Wow. So I read somewhere today that this was the year of SCHD, and that would make sense because growth is getting killed. Yeah. Growth is getting killed. SCHD's back. All those people that all those years that loved SCHD and just got so much crap for it. This is just a great example because SCHD isn't like 4 stars if you go back 20 years and it's highly rated, highly thought of. People like it. It's from what people that I talk to like it. It's a reasonable expense ratio at 0.06. Has a good brand. To me, has a good brand, but not online. Online, whenever these high yield funds came out, people bailed out of this and they got into high yield funds. Well, and that was about 2 years ago. Well, high yield funds are pretty much all based on crypto and AI. I mean, and chips or whatever. I mean, pretty much the high yield funds pretty much went to the crypto and tech sector first because that has the highest yield. Well, it just so happened we were in a crypto and a secular bull market for those assets, and growth was out. And so people thought, and then people, thought SHD sucked. And I saw so many arguments on Twitter about it, but I respect the people that stuck with their guns. There are different phases for different phases of the market cycle. But people would always pull up comparisons of SCHD and, yield max funds would routinely been spanking it and stuff. Anything would spank it. And people say, look, this thing sucks. But anyway, it's just a lesson not to be too short-sighted, to take a look at beyond just the past month or two. Now, you guys all do that. I'm talking mainly about people on the internet, or I'm talking all about people on the internet. All right, so I'm trying to think of something to compare. What was that rising dividend achievers fund? That was, ICAP might be good. GX has Vanguard. All right. Marcus, you gave me a rising dividend one, and it was like DDVD or something. Anyway, it might be a good one to compare, but I've lost it. Oh, well, maybe it's somebody else. Hey, Charles. Charles stopped by. Thank you, Charles, for stopping by. All right, let me catch up with the rest of these. RJ has IDVO in 3 accounts. Nice job, my man. Randy has it at 3 accounts. Good. GX has 45% of those ETFs for stability. Okay. Skeptics likes GX also. Oh, yeah, 45% Vanguard and free. I see what you're talking about. Okay, Page Weekly. I got it. I'm all caught up. Okay, you guys want to look at what? These are ones you want to look at, WEA, VEA, and all right. So WEA, Western Asset Premier Bond Fund. Wow. 7.4%, flat NAV, pays monthly. What's not to like? Oh yeah, it was BR. It was SDVD. That's what it was. Okay, back to the dividend thing. That wasn't a fair comparison. I was just seeing how well SCHD had been doing, so I threw SPY in there. Let's throw in there this SDVD. Yeah, it's the year of SCHD. I mean, all those people that stuck with it. I mean, I have newfound respect for those people. Like I always say, I mean, I've said it before. If I had, you know, it's smaller amounts of money, I'm going to have to go for, I'm going to have to go for more yield in retirement. But let's say, you know, I had a trust fund or something and I had $20 million or something. I'd just get SCHD or something like that. I'd just get saying to pay 5%. I mean, whatever, you know, I mean, you would still, or I'd have some of these just for fun, but you could do it with 1% of your account. Everything gets easier when you have a lot of money. And like SCHD, the people that love SCHD will always say, well, heck, it pays like 3% and the indexes just pay 1.5 and it gets so much upside. And then the haters will say it hasn't been getting any upside lately, you know, but I mean, but heck yeah, if you know, different strokes for different folks. Some folks are just more blessed in the money department than others. And, you know, that's just the way it goes, I guess. Okay, so, oh yeah, I see what you're doing. You're putting in the positions it has, the WAVAV. I get that. That's just what it has. All right, so skeptics saying that Andre might like ICAP. Well, let's see if ICAP can beat SCHD. Oh, I got the wrong thing. I mean, ICAP's looking better than some other stuff we looked at. Heck yeah. Just over a quarter year. It's up 8%. Yeah. So let's look here and see what ICAP is holding. Oh, yeah. So the same thing that Aberdeen's doing is what ICAP's doing. ICAP's an ETF. Yeah, Aberdeen's performing better, but I'm saying, all I'm saying is even if you don't like closed-end funds, you could find an ETF that does the same thing. And or whatever, get one of each. They both pay money. I mean, yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah. So what do they have here? They have Global Net Lease, Citizens Financial, McDonald's, Amazon, Apollo Global. Okay. Freeport McMoran, Marvell Tech, Next Era, and Philip Morris. Boy, that thing's going straight up. Yeah, sorry I didn't get what you were saying there, Andre, at first. Or I'm sorry, RJ at first. Hi, Jameson. What's up, bud? We got Jameson here. SRET. Yeah. That okay. Is a good one for sure. So let's run SRET. This is just for the last quarter. That's been a heck of. This is the quarter of SCHD. I mean, that's pretty dang good. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, what the heck? Okay, so what does SCHD have in it that's doing that? So they're a dividend thing. Dividend stocks are usually boring, so they have some type of value thing that must be on fire. Value portfolio. What is this? A Lockheed? That's not help. It's not hurting it. Texas Instruments not hurting it. Chevron not hurting it. So it has oil and gas, pharmaceuticals, Merck. So that's pharmaceuticals, Verizon. Boy. Now that's impressive. It's just the growth stocks. It's the value is back. Value is back all of a sudden. We'll see if it lasts or if it, but man, look at Pepsi. That's an example of, value play. Oh, I bet you know which one I bet you is doing really well today is DOGG. Is another one that might be compared to SCHD because and sure enough, it's doing the same thing. And I bet they have some common stocks. Yeah, Merck, Amgen, Verizon, it's all common stocks. Okay, so the thing is, though, the knock on SCHD is the tiny dividend. Well, here you have an 8%, same strategy, but similar strategy, 8%. Yeah, Charles, I know it. Do you think we'll bounce tomorrow, Charles? It is Friday. Market's way oversold. People might square positions. Maybe we'll have a washout overnight, because we'll open down 2-3% in the morning, or something big down open, and the kind of open where it goes straight up red to green, and then and then rallies all day. Probably have a huge face ripping rally, and then people, but then they'll probably on Monday, the next week, then they'll sell it. They'll make a new low. But maybe we'll have it. Maybe we'll get a big 1 day relief rally tomorrow. All right, where's my soda? I need something to drink. All right, well, anything else you guys want to talk about? It's getting kind of dark here. I probably ought to take the dogs to the park. I have that third dog I have to watch. I'll take the boxer and I'll take Jackson, the boxer, and the little dog to the park. Oh, yeah, well, of course. So, yeah, I wonder if they miss a number. Sometimes a big down opening, even though you hate it, like when the Qs are down 2.5%, you get up and you're up. Sometimes those are actually good days for a trade. Sometimes that's a bounce day and a big over exaggeration tonight. Today was just a classic. I mean, to me, today was just a classic sell the rip setup. I mean, and it's been that way for, it's just the flow of it's just the trend, the flow of the way the market's been going. And it could get way worse. I mean, look at on the daily chart, 688 to 633 points. I mean, it's just to be it's not even as big of a drawdown as we had in November yet. So I mean, it could definitely get a lot worse. And if that happened, if it does happen, it'll probably break support somewhere, and then it'll probably, people are thinking 650, or weren't you thinking 650 on the SPY? Weren't we thinking? What are you thinking on the Qs, Charles, or anybody? Was somebody thinking 600 on the Qs? We're there. Okay. Well, hopefully 600 holds, because I know some people are thinking 600 on the Qs. But yeah, this gap, and then rally into the gap, and then fell, close the time period. This is just, to me, a classic. You could do it on any time frame. I like the 30-minute time frame. You close a period back inside or you get inside here, and then you get one outside. I think that's your sell signal. Stop on the other side of the deal. That trade itself wasn't such a great trade, but now Amazon missed earnings, and the market's going to open down here. I bet I do pretty well on that trade. Yeah, no, ATTR is awesome, Marcus. Yeah, I saw you say it was a fortress earlier. I just didn't respond to it. Let's get a daily look at this thing. Yep. Heck yeah. So let's ATTR has chaos, but I still like to check chaos. I'm a chaos fanboy. Chaos was up today. Marcus made me get ATTR. Chaos was up today, and it's Marcus's fault because I got this stupid, dumb stock. Anyway, chaos is what, 60% of ATTR, something like that. I mean, ATTR owns chaos, so you could get them both in ATTR, which Marcus reminded me of, and so yeah, 60%. So there's 60% in chaos. That's pretty much totally hedged. Chaos in April went up. Look at this. And this pullback isn't anything like April. Chaos actually gives you true upside convexity. The market, it went from 90 to, in a couple of days, 1, 2, 3, 4 day sell off. It basically went from really not all that much. It went from about 88 to maybe 92 or something at the most. That's just 4%, but at least it's going up. At least it's going up, and then it doesn't bleed, because the rest of the time it bleeds up a little bit. So I just think that's really interesting. But anyway, so we have both of them with ATTR because, consumer expectations coming out tomorrow, CPE or whatever, consumer and initial jobless claims. I thought that was today, or there's something about jobless. There's so many numbers. There's one every morning. Yeah, you wish OR paid a dividend. There needs to be an ORRY or RRI. All right, Marcus, You're calling out POW before it shoots up its position to do well this year. Okay. Yeah, and you've been on this one for a while, right? You mentioned that one before. Yeah, Charles, I agree. Bitcoin 30% drop in 10 days is rough. I agree 100%. We have a new. I'm looking to make sure there's no new commenters in here. There's somebody that I haven't recognized. All right, guys. Well, I'm getting kind of tired. I need to take the dogs to the park. I'm getting kind of tired, and I don't know about doing this. I haven't even thought about the daily factor, but I mean, I like doing that show. I just need to catch a second wind. I've been burning the candle at both ends. I was up really late last night, and I woke up early this morning, and I made like 4 videos yesterday, and I'm also, and I've recorded a video that you guys don't know about. It's real stressful. Anyway, so hopefully that'll be coming out soon. I'm still editing it, so I was up late editing last night. I used to edit all the time, and nowadays I just do live streams. But I need to start working on some more pre-recorded content occasionally. All right, guys. So remember, the big news is we have David coming into the office to visit with me. I think it's just David. It may be David and Zeb, whatever. We have them come in to visit with just me on Monday. If there's and I'm gonna pre-record it. I'm not doing it live. So you guys won't be able to watch it, live and help me ask questions. So if there's something you want to ask, put it in the comments, because of course I haven't started preparing. I have no idea what I'm going to ask him, but I bet I could come up with some pretty good things. We're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about, and I did make a really good video on it. I think he wants to come in and refute some of my video stuff, or I think maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but I thought I made a good video on it, so I guess I just need to go back and look at that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'll probably be back about 8 with some type of daily factor. It is Thursday night. I'll probably make it an easy daily factor. So we're going to make it funds I like to talk about. So I'm going to put in, let's just throw in index funds, right? And we'll look at TDAC, T-Spice. We'll look at all that stuff. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a good evening, and I will talk to you. Oh, don't forget, not financial advice, consult a professional advisor. Also, if you'd like to support the station, I put my thing up there all the time. You guys know what it is. I'm not gonna grift off you right now. Anyway, if you'd like to support the station, you know how to do it. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon.